back to Jared's NASCAR reviews. I know it has been close to a year since I last made a video. Part of that has been due to COVID. I just have been kind of doing other things. I've made another channel which some of you may know of, which is Awesome Bro Bricks, which is my Lego Star Wars YouTube channel. I enjoy that a lot more. It's more enjoyable to me, but I wanted to come back and make a video for this channel. This may be one of my last videos, but there's going to be a second part to this video because in this video will be part 1 of my 2021 NASCAR Diecast collection, which is like diecast from over the years that my dad has got and some that are mine. And so there will be a part 2 to this because this will just be a small part of it because I don't want to make a super long video. And yeah, so I'm really sorry I haven't been doing much on this channel, but it's just kind of hard because it costs a lot if you want to keep collecting NASCAR stuff, and to make my videos, which are mostly diecast reviews, it would be a lot. But I mean, I have a lot of diecast I could make reviews of, like especially older ones, but I've just not decided to do that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, so we'll get right into it. So I'm gonna turn a little bit from here just to show you a different part before we get onto that table, which is a racetrack that I've made. So first, I'm gonna show you a display thing back here. So up at the top, there are 6 different like program cars, kind of. Well, 4 of them are really program. 2 are just things I got from Lowe's, because they were to do with just Lowe's being in NASCAR and stuff. So one is from 2009. It's a New Hampshire Motor Speedway car. Then there's a 2015 and 2016 Lowe's cars. And then there's like a Watkins Glen, a Hall of Fame car, and a Michigan car from some of the tracks I've been to. But now going down, there's just some different diecast from like going from like the start, like as early as well, probably not as early, but close to as early as they started making like the first like series, like kind of based on the older years of NASCAR, and then going down to more recent, but still before, I think, well, like right after the 2000s started. So yeah, so it's like a 22 up there, which is a Miller Lite car. Then there's like just some from over the years. There's some Kyle Petty cars throughout here, some Richard Petty, some other drivers. Yeah. And one of them has a cover on it because that cover goes with that car. Yeah, so and some of the cool ones I think are that gold 99 Exide batteries car, the gold 44, the silver 44, the darker blue one. I think those are some cool diecast. I also like the 6 and 17, which are Mark Martin and Matt Kenseth cars with them on them. I think that blue Tide car is pretty cool. Out of both these, my dad would like the Mark Martin ones the most because he's a Mark Martin fan from when he drove, but he doesn't really have a main driver anymore like me. I do have a favorite driver, but that's it for that little display. Then as we move down here, there's some cool different NASCAR diecast, but some like Hot Wheels that are kind of just have numbers of drivers and kind of based off drivers' cars. Well, just have designs that would be on their cars. There's like there's some like little hot rods, I think, are what they are. They're kind of hot rods, which are pretty cool. There's a 4-wheeler. There's a Dick Trickle car from Short Track Champions. It's not exactly well, it's NASCAR, but then I really like this M&M's one. So Elliot. Cool. What's his name? Elliot Sadler. Yeah, that's a cool Elliot Sadler car. cool American flag 45 car, Kyle Petty, pretty cool. Some Dale Earnhardt Sr. cars. Then over here, a really cool green Mark Martin car. There's a cool Matt Kenseth one that has an opening hood. There's some other cool things. And over here, there are some more kind of track cars based on different years. Two of them are Indianapolis cars for like the track. And there's like Texas Motor Speedway one. Those are probably the coolest of that. And then over there, there's a pretty cool Joey Logano car that my dad got me recently because I really like Joey Logano. Then even though it's not NASCAR, there's an Indy car, Danica Patrick, because we used to cheer for her when she did IndyCar. There's a little mini hauler. There's a Ken Schrader 36, Ken Schrader 36. Then there's a cool Kyle Petty car. Yeah. And now we'll move on to the table. I'll show you what's on the table. I'm going to go in close. Excuse me for my filming. It's just kind of hard. I'm in a wheelchair, so it's hard to move around. In the back, there are some bigger cars. One that we built recently, a model that we built. There's 3 coin bank cars. There's a big Mark Martin car. Then all the way back over there is a 28 Havoline car, which I'm sure is Davey Allison. Then there's a 7 Hooters car, which is Alan Kulwicki. And then there's a Penske Indy car back there, which is pretty cool. One of my favorites is this Lego NASCAR that was from the Speed Champions line. It's pretty cool. And then there's some Team Caliber Mark Martin cars. There's 2 little small cars. I used to have some more. I don't know where they went, but there's a 99 and 17. There's some more track cars or program cars there on top of some pit boxes. Then in the way back, along the way back, there are 3 haulers. 2 are Mark Martin and one's Petty one. That's all the Pettys that raced in NASCAR, including Kyle Petty's son Adam, who passed away years ago from wreck. There's just some other miscellaneous cars up on top, some Mark Martin, there's a 67 Jeff Gordon, which is really cool, from Outback Steakhouse. It's an Oreo number 3 car. Lucky Charms 43 in the front. Then right here, there are 8 different superhero cars. 2 are Mark Martin. There's 1 Jeff Gordon, some other drivers. Well, including Carl Edwards, which is, I'm pretty sure. No, that's not Carl Edwards, but I don't think so. Yeah. Then there's some more haulers. There's 8 haulers. One's a custom one, which I probably should make a video on some point. I never have, but there's a custom one. And then there's a Joey Logano one. There's Mark Martin, some other drivers. There's a Petty one. There's 2 Hendrick ones. Then there's some mini haulers. One is just the front of it, like in a trailer. It's not like the full-on front because my dog ate it, but yeah. And one's just missing the hauler part. There's 2 little cars that go with the haulers, but not any that we have. Then there's another IndyCar thing. There's some bigger cars. Well, not 124, but a little smaller than that. I don't know what scale exactly, but there's a 44. There's a really cool 94 that I really like. Also like the 55 one and 88. They're pretty cool. And there's some just more miscellaneous cars that I don't have displayed yet. And there's more over there. There's some cars up there. There's 2 Dale Earnhardt Sr. cars from Daytona when he won. Daytona 500. There's a little like Kellogg's box thing that has 2 cars in it. There's a little 21 keychain, which is pretty cool. So, Michael, Darrell Waltrip car in the back. Yeah, there's some cool little cars along the front here. Over here's a more recent one, which is 2020, number 42, which that's definitely one of my favorites. I like that 32 Scooby-Doo one. Also really like that number 10 and number 4 over there. And then that really small little car you see, that's one of my first ever like NASCAR diecast that I had. Something my dad gave me when I was a really little kid. Probably like a toddler or something. Now we'll move into the rest of it. We'll move in closer to see what's going on. So, I'm sorry that you're seeing my laundry basket, but and then there's some there's some NASCAR stuff over there that I'm not going to go over because it's not diecast related, but yeah, this is like a lot of the other cars that I need to get displayed at some point. I just haven't made display cases yet or got any for them, but yeah, there's a lot of cars here. There's probably there's over 100 here in this little area. Out of the front row, I like that Joey Logano championship car. Yeah, that's from Homestead Win when he won the championship. I also like the number 3 American Ethanol car with the gold and black. I think that's really cool. The row behind that, I definitely like the Eric Almirola and the Joey Logano cars. Those are my 2 favorite drivers, so I really like those. Then in the 3rd row, I really like the number 2 car with the American flag, another light one. That's pretty cool. I don't really have any favorites in the row behind that, really. 4th row, but in the 5th row, I like the 99 ones the most because I used to be a big Carl Edwards fan before I became a Joey Logano one, but that was before Carl Edwards left the sport. That was back when he drove for Roush. Also in that row, like the Joey Logano car, especially now. In the row behind that, I like the pink GoDaddy Danica Patrick car, and I really like the Affleck and Subway Carl Edwards cars. Row behind that, I like the Best Buy Matt Kenseth car and the Fastenal Carl Edwards. Then probably some of the coolest ones in the back is like a 20 that has a hood that comes up. That's a Tony Stewart car. Another 20. Pretty cool. There's a 48 that I got from one of my cousins that it's like a race 1-1. There's some cool other cars in the back. There's a few 21 cars back there. There's a number 5 Mark Martin. Yeah. So that's really it. I'm gonna go over for this part of the video, for the first part, for part 1. In the next one, I'll go over this display over here, and then a big like china cabinet that me and my dad have full of NASCAR diecasts out in our living room. I'll go over that. Also, before I end this video, I'll just show you some other things that are up in my room. I have a lot of NASCAR stuff, including that Joey Logano door panel. Yeah, I have a lot of cool NASCAR memorabilia, for sure. It's just, probably in this whole collection, there's probably over 200 diecast. It's a lot. It's mostly older ones, but because of me and my dad have now a lot more diecast, which are the more recent ones, because I'm, I was like for a while in NASCAR, then I kind of ran out for a little while, and I got back into it, because for a few years there, it wasn't really that enjoyable to watch, but now it has become really enjoyable again. And, yeah. So, I hope that you guys enjoyed the first part of this video, and I can't wait to see you in the next part.